And who am I? That's not a secret I'll never tell. You know you love me. XOXO.
Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Felicia, and if you do not know me, I am a human and civil rights advocate. I started this tarot channel for that reason, and I run a nonprofit organization in women's health called Divas Can Manifest to protect women and children and use our voice to liberate and defend ourselves. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you being here. Today we're getting into a realization. Pick a card. So what are people realizing about you as a fact? So this is definitely a shift, a huge inward process, and it's great. Okay, check the description box below for all of the details about the organization. We have recently launched the Divas Can Manifest organization blog, so go ahead and subscribe to our new channel. We post their daily important blogs that you can get in touch with. So go ahead and get the Health is Wealth daily news at divascanmanifest.org. Also down below is my lifestyle channel if you want to get the behind the scenes of the organization, if you want to know more about my lifestyle, how I started Felicia Tarot, how we got to this point, and other ways that you can learn more about my background and my other hobbies and interests and work that we're doing towards Divas Can Manifest. You can definitely find us over there for vlogs as well. Shop Cosmic Intelligence, because we are actually displaying 3 of our Cosmic Intelligence perfume, Pal 2, Pal 3, Pal 4. Give back to our spiritual shop, give back to our community, tips, donations, super chats, shopping that you're doing at Cosmic Intelligence, all support us in ways that you don't even know, profound ways. I cannot express my deep gratitude enough for how this community has saved my life when I needed it the most, and we still need your support. So keep our community strong so we can keep making this information accessible to all. Also, if you're feeling the music, feeling the intro song, any of the music over on Shorts, any song recommendations that I suggest in your selections, they will all be found in the Crown Chakra Transmutation, the Alchemist Transmutation playlist. You can find a link down below to that as well. And then book personal readings. I am available for personal readings on a selected basis, so you can find the link to my schedule down below. I would definitely recommend you book me via the scheduling link because I get a notification instead of email, where I don't necessarily get a notification. And then also you can find Project 444 Fund as well as Build Pink House down below to get our join our special projects and raising money for our organization. Project 444 Fund is our scholarship fund for women in sports, and Build Pink House is our homeless outreach program. So you can find the link to our social media down below. You can find our link to donate down below as well. But just check the description box, you guys, about my gifts and my education. I'm a full-time student now, and we are moving along with this journey. Thank you guys so much for being here, supporting our research, supporting our special projects. I love you so much, and let's get into the overhead selection about this realization. Pick a card. Pile 1, you are the Blue Cloud perfume by Ariana Grande. Pile 2, you are the Sapphire Element Edition. Pile 3, you are Neon Moon Beach Eau de Parfum, which is a bestseller. And then Stardust Kiss is one of our special fragrances, themed fragrances for Cosmic Intelligence. You can find the description of the fragrance notes down below, as well as the links, direct links to shop these fragrances. Please, please, please shop. Continue shopping, you guys. We need your support tremendously. So go ahead and check us out, and I love you in advance. Thank you so much, and I'll see y'all in your selection. Bye. Hi, Pile 1. Welcome to your selection. So you chose Ariana Grande's The Blue Saint Cloud, but I also have your significator here as well. So we're just gonna put her right there. I'm gonna put her right there, okay? So let's hop into it. What it came out in the shadow aspect of the addict. So compromises integrity and honesty, and allows an addictive pattern of behavior to have authority over your inner spirit. So this could be you, or this could be somebody that you're dealing with. Someone here, some people are realizing that you're dealing with a betrayal, or you're dealing with a love. You had a romantic partner, or this is you, or both of you guys could have been struggling with some type of codependencies or addictions. Okay, people are realizing that there's actually an addiction here. Okay, so there's actually an addiction here. So the thing is, this is eliciting a lot of compassion, a lot of sharing of information to engender empathy. Someone here they have a short haircut. It's like a short bob, or if this is a man, I feel like they have like, it's like longer than, someone's name starts with the letter E or something like that, or N or Q or D, C or W. This man has like short hair. They may have like a fade, or they might have like a really short buzz cut. But if this man is like Caucasian, they might have like shoulder length hair, or they might have some hang time. Okay, this person, they're realizing, I'm hearing someone with really big feet, or this person wears a lot of black shoes or something like that. Someone's name starts with the letter B. Okay, we have allowance. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. So people are realizing that you were dealing with maybe a lover who had a drug addiction, and you did not judge this person. I'm hearing something where you did not judge this person for a drug addiction that they had, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Okay, because this person, we have Pluto. You know, this person, you realize that this person was very destructive. Okay, something about their behavior was extremely destructive, and people are realizing especially if they've had family that they have destroyed. I'm hearing that this could be someone who's an elder, or someone there's a large age difference here. There's been somebody who has been a drug addict, okay, or they've had some type of addiction where they have not had any integrity or honesty. I'm hearing that this person is a compulsive liar. This person has been they could have been a serial cheater. This person has not had any kind of authority over their inner spirit. They have had no self-control whatsoever. Recovery is extremely difficult. I'm hearing an ex. I'm hearing something where they may have had an ex that was enabling them, or they've had an addiction to an ex-partner, where this person may have also had a drug addiction, or they've just been so used to people who have been enabling their behavior, or maybe they've kept this a dark secret, or this is you. Some of you guys, there was something that happened where this person may have had an addiction or codependency on an ex-partner. I'm hearing something where they need someone. There's a lot of financial codependencies here. There's a lot of feeling as if this isn't a drug, this is someone who felt as if they left you. If they followed you, then they will lose everything. This person is actually some of them are facing a real liability because of this. And if this person is a drug addict or whatever kind of addiction they have, this person is actually, there's heavy liabilities and consequences around their behavior, or around this codependency that they have been refusing to take responsibility for. It kind of is the same thing. It's like, especially if they've had an ex-partner that they know was not a right fit for them. This person knew that this person is karmic. They know that this person is not a right fit. They know that this person reflects their pain and shame. They know that this person is a lower standard than, what they actually desire and want. Someone's name is Helen. They know that this person is a shadow attachment. This person is not everything that they've ever wanted. This person is just a codependency for transportation, for money, for financial support. there is a legal, this may involve a legal issue with someone, especially if there was a nasty divorce, or there is someone who is a spiteful, vengeful person that will try to take everything. I'm hearing because of this person's addiction, they actually will lose a lot. Okay, I'm hearing something where, you know, from a divorce or some type of assets they have tied up. I'm hearing something where there's assets tied up together, financial resources tied up together. There is an estate that was planned with this person. And because of this person's addiction, this person has been facing financial and legal consequences. Whether this is an addiction to a drug, which often can create strained relationships, financial and legal issues as well. But even if this is this shadow attachment where they have not been able to take responsibility for themselves, they've been really codependent on this person. They've needed this person. Some of these people, they needed this person to read and write. They needed this person to do basic things. Something where this person has not been able to do anything on their own. And this person that they have had this shadow attachment with, or this drug, has been extremely destructive and toxic to your relationship. Okay, this person needs to get free. Okay, something where people are realizing that you forgave someone, because you realize that they have had some sort of addiction. Okay, and that they have had no authority. They have not had any true authentic empowerment. Okay, and this is you getting to the heart of the matter. This is not it. You know, this person may have left you in a situation where you needed to recover, or there was a lot of resistance in this relationship that caused a major ending. With Pluto here, this is like a lot of destructive energy, and it's because this person has quite literally had an addiction. They haven't had integrity and honesty because they have been an addict. So this is not it's not you. It's the drug. It's the authority over the inner spirit, right? So you have been very allowing of this person. This person came your way. I'm hearing something where this person came your way. They may have been disabled. They may have been intoxicated on a drug. This person may have been totally deranged. This person may have been totally disconnected from reality when you came into connection with this person. People are realizing that you did not judge this person. You knew. I'm hearing something where you knew about this. You knew about this ex. You knew about this addiction. Okay, and you did not fear this person. You did not have your own personal opinions about it. And this person became a partner. I'm hearing something where this person actually became a partner, but they did not have integrity and honesty in this partnership. Because of their addictions, this person was prone to all kinds of destructive behaviors. I'm hearing that they actually end up being in a power struggle with you, and you let this person know, I'm not judging you for your addiction, but you quite literally don't have any power or authority over your inner spirit. There's no power struggle when you're the one that is codependent, when you're the one that needs to be taken care of. Okay, that's what I'm getting, a situation where their ex is realizing something about you. Their ex is realizing this about you. Okay, that you're actually their fulfillment, that you're actually everything that they've ever wanted. They're just a shadow attachment. Okay, where you're left needing to recover because they refuse to just move on with their lives and accept the fact that they were not everything that this person ever wanted, right? Some of you, this person is just bitter that they were never enough for this person. Okay, instead of, like, because they were so unhappy and settling in their life, they may have formed different attachments and addictions to kind of cope with what has been going on. I'm getting that this person has been trying to recover. They're trying to get themselves free and liberated from this addiction. And I'm hearing that they were a fool because they didn't have any authority over their spirit. Okay, but this person is learning to transcend this material codependency that they have to survive. This is literally something that they need to survive, or some type of coping mechanism that they have. Okay, and they are coming into, I'm hearing something where something is dawning on them. They're coming into reality as they recover all of these subconscious fears and illusions that were attached to this power struggle, that was attached for this need to control. This person really has a need to control when they really don't have any power whatsoever. Okay, I'm hearing an Aquarius or a Scorpio. Okay, you were really the star in this situation. You were really the person that was everything that they ever wanted. You were really the person that allowed them. Okay, you were really the nurturer. You were really the person who accepted them for who they were. Okay, where these other relationships were just coping mechanisms and things that people that they use and attachments that they form out of survival. Okay, so this person has been recovering. I definitely feel like this person is trying to recover. Even if they're in old age, they're trying to stop their addictions. They're trying to free themselves. Okay, I'm hearing they must free themselves or they will die. Okay, so this is what happens a lot through the 6th house. When someone faces an adversity or a crisis or a health scare, it's at some point where you must change your behavior. You must find the authority of your inner spirit. Stop allowing these poor attachments, these addictive patterns, these drugs to have authority over your spirit. You know that something is harmful to you. You need to stop. Stop taking foolish and naive risk. You know that copyright infringement is against the law. You know that your Instagram page will get shut down. You can't stop copying. You will see someone, you will have financial and legal issues because of that. Have some authority over your inner spirit. You know that a drug is causing brain disease. It's causing you to decay. It's harmful to your health. Stop. These people have literally gotten to a point where they're facing a health crisis and they're being forced to stop, or they will not survive. Someone here who's had a lot of nerve damage or something like that. Someone has had a drug addiction or some kind of addictive pattern that they need to stop, or they will quite literally die. I'm hearing it's a do or die. They must. Okay? They must. These shadow attachments that they have, these addictions that they have, they must stop. Okay? What are people realizing about you, Pile 1? This person has a lot of hope, okay? This person has a lot of hope, and they're just they know that they have this addiction and these shadow attachments. Some of this quite literally involves a marriage that failed, okay? A relationship where there's a lot of financial and legal penalty because of what has happened, okay? I'm hearing someone is in a toxic marriage or a toxic, this is the shadow sides of wealth, okay? These people have been committing fraud. These people have been losing their assets. They haven't been able to preserve anything. Okay? This person is trying to plan. They're working on their finances and career. This person is trying to plan for the future. Okay? Trying to plan for when they get to marry you. Trying to transcend this material realm. They feel like if they follow you, they could lose everything. So they can't be with you right now because of this liability. Okay? But they also feel like, if it's meant to be, something is destined for you guys, okay? They feel like something is destined for you guys, and they are trying to patiently resurrect themselves and resurrect this relationship because they're quite literally obsessed with your body, and they have to put out this obsession. So they need, some of them, you have them exactly where you want them. They have an addiction. They can't stop doing something. They know that they must in order to have you. A lot of them, these people are extremely motivated. They're extremely motivated by an obsession of you. A constant preoccupation with you. Okay? So every day they are working real hard because they can't wait. Okay? Pile 1. What are people realizing about you? Yeah. What? I just popped up the deck. They want this real big. I'm hearing every partner in the past. I'm hearing some of your partners have had a lot of addictions. These could be drugs or codependencies on ex-wives, ex-partners. I'm hearing ex. Shadow attachments, right? They need to leave these relationships. Okay? They need to boss up. and they bossing up because they're very motivated by SEXy time. Okay, very, very motivated. Okay, what are people realizing about you? That it's time. It's time for SEX. Okay, it's time. they were like, yeah, I'm gonna get free and get liberated so I can go make a conscious decision to get in them cheeks. Okay, big cheeks. So, you know, they ain't playing no more. They not playing about you, pal. They gotta free themselves of addiction, and they realize that now that you're aware of their addiction, you didn't judge them. You're like, okay, you knew what the resistance was all about, and you're like, okay, I forgive you for your addictions. Okay, I understand you ain't have no authority over your inner spirit and integrity, but I know it's not where he at, it's where he want to be. Okay, that's on period, pal one. Okay, so let's get one more, and then we'll get some channeled messages from the oracle. Okay, what are people realizing about you, pal one? Yeah, South Node karma. Yeah, this is a lot of their karmic challenges, an addiction or a karmic partner. Okay, karmic partners always feel like something unresolved. There's a tremendous lack of closure. There is something that they keep going back to that's not working out. Okay, some of these situations, you know, these people, I don't know if you are so forgiving. Okay, I don't know if you're so allowing in this situation. Okay. But you understand that you have been dealing with addicts. So it's no, you know, their behavior was not a reflection of how they really feel. Okay. This South Node karma was, you know, them clearing an addiction. Okay. Especially those of, you know, Black descent. Okay. These ancestral patternings and traumatic responses have been extremely intense. So it's really, really important not to judge these epigenetic traumatic souls. Okay. These people have been dealing with a lot of karmic behavior, karmic challenges. They are finding something where they're dealing with a past life or a past partner, and within this life, they're still learning about their natural gifts. They're still learning about what makes them special. They're still learning they're still improving their self-esteem. Okay, some of these people have had codependencies as coping mechanisms because their self-esteem has been so bad. They haven't been able to reciprocate to you because they did not feel good enough for you. Okay. These karmic challenges that they've had, especially some of them have struggled with poor decision making, needing to resolve financial and legal issues. This is very deep. You have to look at the bigger picture here. It's not, you know, this person clearly is not about, you know, whether they, you know, they are more attracted to them or not. They clearly are more attracted to you. They clearly are inspired by the SEXy time with you. They're not having sacred SEX with these people. They're not, you know, they don't want these people like that. They're just there for a shadow attachment out of pain and shame, out of enabling, not having any authority over their spirit, okay? An addictive pattern, okay? Some of them, they just old as hell, and they didn't see, you know, they didn't see why they should change anything, right? But they're like, okay, well, shoot, you know, I wasn't thinking about changing nothing, but you know, that SEXy time is calling my name, and I know in order to have SEXy time with Power One, I must change. I must do or die. It's either you do what I ask you to do, or I move on with my life and you never get to touch me again. And that's not going to be good for their mental faculty. I'm hearing that people, they're really obsessed with their body. And so, baby, it's not that they prefer another body. And I promise you that. These people, they see you as the star. They see you as the one that is consuming them. They just have coping mechanisms and addictive patterns. And you're like, you need to free yourself from addiction. I'm not judging you, but you need to free yourself from these destructive things in order to be here. Okay? So what are people realizing about you, Power One? You are divinely protected. Matrix, reloaded. Okay? I'm hearing the South Node. Okay? Yeah, this person, I knew someone's name started with a letter H or a letter S, okay? Yeah, your beauty and brains, right? Obviously, this person is not the beauty and the brains, okay? I'm hearing someone who's involved in a sport, okay? This person, the matrix is, there's a lot of karmic challenges around these people. I'm also getting an ex-partner who is not beautiful and is not smart, okay? This matrix is trying to keep this partner, you and this partner, away. okay? But you just need to allow these situations to unfold. I'm hearing many phases and cycles with this matrix, okay? And what I'm getting particularly in X, but there is a person here who is, I'm hearing a matrix competitor, okay? This might not even involve romance. This may involve your natural gift, okay? Somebody who is not the natural gift of something. This person is obsessed with you, okay? And this person, people are realizing that someone has had an obsession with you, okay? This is an ex-partner who hated you for having beauty and brains and hated you for being the person that didn't judge, the person that allowed this person to be who they were, the person who freed this person. I'm hearing that you were the one that they started to learn discipline with. You are the one that they started to learn restriction with. You are the one that taught them to be conscious of time. You are the one that was the star in this person's life. You came in their life and you literally took over, okay? And this ex-partner hated y'all because y'all had sacred SEX and they knew that you guys were having a lot of intimacy with one another. But I'm also getting a competitor here who is obsessed with you and your ass is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing they're obsessed with your ass, okay? Ex-partners as well. Obsessed with your ass, and they've been like, especially if they're like mothers of their children, or they're a part of their estate. You know, these people, they have been fighting and involved in conflict because they just have been hating you for being the star, have hated you for having an ass, right? Hated you for, you know, being the one that's having this deep intimacy with this person, okay? So they've been trying to get in the way of this relationship. This is a matrix, okay? This matrix partner, this karmic partner is a matrix person. I'm also getting that this competitor is obsessed with you and they have been addicted to you. They have not had any. Sage is very obsessed and addicted, okay? This person does not have any in Aquarius as well. They do not, their karmic challenges because they don't have the natural gift at a sport, or they don't have a natural gift at some type of talent or skill that you have. And this is why they became obsessed with you, okay? Paige is very obsessed with your breast, okay? Or this person has been in a power struggle with you when they were never like a master. I'm hearing this person is not mastered, they're unprofessional, and they are kind of boring, okay? So I'm getting that these people, they just hate you for being a star, okay? So tell me about this matrix organization that is trying to pose as karmic challenges, okay? Tell me about this. I'm hearing someone's name is Brittany, okay? What are people realizing about you, Pile 1? Okay, Six of Wands reverse. I'm hearing a gang stalking of people, okay? These people have an extremely ill will towards you. I'm hearing this ex-partner and this person who's not a natural gift, okay? Not the natural talents, and it doesn't have a nice shaped ass is what I'm hearing, okay? I'm hearing just people, these people are obsessed with you. I'm hearing you are divinely protected against this matrix because they are like ill, okay? They're literally ill with this obsession of you, okay? And they are trying to stay strong. I'm hearing that these people, I'm hearing that, you know, I don't know why the matrix is reloading, but I don't think that they actually have any plans or methods, or they're not, I definitely don't feel like they're moving forward whatsoever. And you're divinely protected because you're a star. I'm hearing that the star is, you know, especially since you're away from your partner, it's really hard to, it's like really hard to be safe in this environment with these people, especially if you were in a home and an ex was there. I'm hearing an ex tried to get you in trouble with the law, or they tried to break up this home, they tried to make you guys lose a property, or tried to make you guys lose a home. This person is struggling with a massive ego. Because you are a star, it's not safe for you to be around these people because they know that you are a star now, okay? So you can't be where these people are, especially someone's name is Helen or Hazel, or these people, because they know that you are a star. It's like you are destined for fame. So these people will be trying to attack you, okay? With the Six of Wands, you are quite literally destined for fame, destined for fortune and success, right? Even if this is not just like Beyonce status or whatever. So there's a lot of karmic challenges here where there's a group of people who gang up against you and form an ill will, and your partners have not had any authority in these situations, and so they are pressured, peer pressured by an ex, or peer pressured by people, blackmailed by people, you know, threatening legal and financial consequences, or they will quite literally, with the Six of Wands, compromise their integrity and honesty. Quite literally will tell a lie because they, you know, are secretly envious of your beauty and brains, and they have, and you're the star in the environment, so they will literally trade their ethics for victory at any cost to make you take an L, okay? But this person just watched you. I'm hearing this matrix. They may try to make you take an L, but I'm hearing you resurrect it anyway, okay? So, unfortunately. Okay. So, yeah, with the Six of Wands in the reverse, you guys, yeah, they're not planning anything with the Two of Wands, but there is a lot of reevaluation and meditation and contemplation around a love triangle, and a lot of you guys need to, you know, I'm going to say, just shift your perception around this thing. It's, this person doesn't want to have sex with them. This person doesn't want them. You are everything that they ever wanted, okay? This person was just peer pressure into these, with these conformists, with this matrix, okay? Some of them, they try to overpower your person, and they pressured them with some type of, you know, lie, okay? And, you know, this is a hard situation because, you know, it leaves you with the need, okay? But I'm also getting that, you know, this is let me clarify the Six of Wands, Child 1. What are people realizing about you? They're realizing that you have a gang of people who have an ill will around, you know, around you. People who wanted to, you know, and that you were divinely protected this whole time. I'm hearing something where you are a star around a matrix, okay? And I'm getting that this, you know, you have been scared because so many people want to attack the star, okay? You are like the biggest and brightest in the room. I am a star in any room that I stand in, okay? Affirm, I am a star in any room that I stand in. But that also puts a target on your back, okay? You are divinely protected. Depression and anxiety is falling away. You're definitely moving into calmer waters because you're getting more security. You're learning how to protect yourself a lot more, okay? Tell me about these matrix egos. They're having a lot of volatile mood swings about you, okay? And these volatile mood swings are very destructive. They're prone to doing a lot of different destructive things because of these volatile mood swings. I'm also getting your partner is having volatile mood swings as well because they're letting, but this feels like a feminine. Someone's name is Brittany. This person is trying to shift their perspective around this because they were previously an addict in the matrix, but they're having a lot of, they're feeling a lot of overwhelm with you, you know, being a star and you being, they're very obsessed with you and everything that you do, with you and everything that you're doing. They're checking your Twitter, they're checking YouTube, they're checking Instagram, all accounts, they're checking LinkedIn. These people are checking your music playlist, they're checking everything. I'm here, they're checking to see if you're following anybody new, they're checking, they're reading comments, they're checking, you know, they're very obsessed with everything that you do. So they're literally attaching onto everything that you do because it represents your beauty and brains, and they're just not, some of them, they could have beauty but they are not smart. Some of them, you are more beautiful than them, and on top of being smart, it's a really big shit in their face. So there's a lot of people who will hate you. I'm hearing that these people, they literally hate you because you are the one they're not getting men, or they're not getting sex, and nobody, I'm hearing, they're not shaped like you, they're shaped like the opposite side of you, and they know that these partners are in love with your body. So these people are having volatile moods. Their egos were destroyed because you were this person's wish fulfillment. You were this person's dream come true. And especially these exes, they're realizing that they were not what they truly wanted, that they were just pain and shame, that they were just settling, that they were just, you know, financial and legal support or something like that. So they are very pissed off, okay? You guys are proof about your relationship, and you, if you're in separation, is divinely protected. Okay, it's time for SEXy time. You don't need to tell anybody about your reconciliation, because I'm definitely feeling that there are women or females who are obsessed with you. I definitely feel like you and your partner are very free and liberated by this time of the reconciliation or the SEX, and that this person will never betray you again. They will never fall into an illusion of some third party again. They will never return to this ex again. Some of them are really strategizing around this ex because, you know, they know that this person was a matrix person that wanted them. They know that this person is like a matrix person that just peer pressured them, okay? And they did not have any power in the situation, and they were just trying to survive, honestly, I think, okay? But you need to protect yourself. I'm getting that these people are so destructive with their volatile mood swings and ill will towards you that you might quite literally start feeling unsafe. You are safe. You are divinely protected. Stay grounded. Keep up with your meditation and yoga, because you are becoming so big in their face. These people hate you, okay? These people hate you. They are very volatile, very destructive, okay? I'm hearing that because they are someone with a bob cut or something like that. This person, I'm hearing that these people, they cannot stand seeing you outshine them. You literally outshine her, okay? Unfortunately, but they were the ones that caused the split, okay? They were the ones that, you know, split you and your partner up. But this person has been releasing their limitations, okay? Around a love triangle, okay? This person is not, this is an addictive pattern. This person, where this person was compromising integrity and honesty, and this person is learning how to be on the straight and narrow, okay? That's what I'm seeing, Power One, about what people are realizing about you. Let me know how this resonates down below. I love you so much. Check out the other perfumes in Cosmic Intelligence. Give back to our community shop. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Hi, Pal 2. Welcome to your selection. So you chose the Cosmic Intelligence perfume Sapphire. This is a October birthstone, so check her out. Support our family, give back to our collective, keep our community strong so we can keep doing tarot readings. And so this is what you chose. So let's hop into it. What are people realizing about you, Pal 2? We also have your overall significator here. We have the Exorcist, freeing yourself and others from destructive impulses. People are realizing that you have a tremendous amount of self-control. It's like something where you're strict and disciplined. You're very authoritative. You're like a general. Some of you guys were in the military, but people see you as someone who doesn't act on impulse. You're very calculating and strategic. It's like you have been dealing with a lot of people who act from an impulse, and this is where they lose, is because they actually end up giving you a lot of insight into their strategy, into their plans, into their dreams and goals. And I'm hearing something where you are very calculating and strategic, and anytime they do something on impulse, it's like a foolish and naive risk. I'm getting that these people, Pink Post Studio, Michaela, you know, the Red, whoever y'all is, all these people who have been in a secret competition, these are really people who have a fear of facing their own demons. So they act on impulses a lot, and you end up coming in and extracting an advantage from what they expose. Like people expose they expose the, you know, what you need to kind of destroy them or win or get the victory. These people, I'm hearing that they thought that they were safe. They thought that they were at the advantage. They thought that they were, some people thought that they were untouchable. Okay, I'm hearing especially like ex-partners, they thought that they were immovable. They thought that they had a secure position within someone's life, and you showed these people that they were not secured. They were not at the advantage, especially these people who doubted you. Okay, people who doubted you, or people where you may have even had a setback, or you had a delay, or maybe you fell behind for a period. People, I'm hearing that something, your catch-up season and your comeback hits harder than the setback. These people seeing you with a lot of stoicism, strength, and discipline. You did not wince or cry aloud. You have been very strict and disciplined with yourself. You are so consistent. People, I'm hearing something where people are realizing that you are like a wolf dressed in sheep's clothing. These people, they thought that you were sweet. They thought it was sweet. They thought it was nice. They thought it was naive. And then you let these people know, I am a warrior. I am militant. I am a tyrant. I am extremely disciplined, consistent, calculating, cold, and strategic. These people did not know who they were fucking with when they took these naive and foolish risks out of an impulse. They could not control themselves, but something that you did put them in their place. You let them know, ain't shit sweet with Pal 2. I'm hearing you're breaking up marriages. Ex-partners are getting removed, okay? These people thought that they thought, especially someone who was attacking your home. This person, I'm hearing somebody where you and your person are deeply in love with one another, okay? Because of the magical home that you created with one another, okay? Remember the place that you call home. Remember the magnificence that you pour from your relationship. I'm getting an ex who had a destructive impulse to destroy your home, okay? Where this person can't stop, they can't forget how wet that kitty cat is getting. I'm hearing something where they can't stop thinking about how wet it gets, okay? I'm hearing dripping. I'm hearing it's sweet, like cream, okay? This person, it helps if they remember, you know, this person likes to eat. They're an eater, okay? They like to eat kitty cat, okay? We have the 10th house. Yeah, this person. So what had happened was, I'm getting that you've been very focused. People are realized in order to, like, you've been very responsible. Capricorn sits in the 10th house. People are like, they are realizing that you don't act on the impulse. You've been very responsible with your success. And you are becoming a person of power and status. These people, the reason why they're not successful is because they're not responsible around their home. They're not responsible with their success. Some of these people, they thought that, you know, going viral, or they thought a win today, you know, secured their bag, secured their future. Some of these people, they took large breaks from social media or had a lot of inconsistencies around their social media, and they were very irresponsible with their opportunity. I'm hearing something where somebody was very irresponsible with their opportunity that could have gotten them success, okay? And this situation is like, it failed. They ended up failing, okay? They ended up failing because they are actually like an epic fail, okay? Because they were not responsible with this opportunity that they got, okay? I'm also getting that because some people are realizing that you are forgiving this ninja again. This person got forgiven because you realized that they were struggling with a destructive impulse around a drug addiction or addictive pattern of behavior, especially if you guys are here from Pile 1. And because of how this person, you know, what you guys poured from this home, I'm hearing so much magnificence pour from your home. And this person, you know, because especially if this is a masculine or father-like person, this person has really supported you in becoming a person of power and status. They always giving you allowance. They're always giving you money. And, you know, this person, you know, they feel like because they were so powerful in supporting you becoming this person of power and status, and, you know, they just feel like they just need to come reap some of the benefits or something like that. They feel like because they was the one that made you rich, or something like that, that you were very responsible with their opportunity. They felt like you were very, you know, people are realizing that, especially like if you were, I'm getting that if this is a man realizing this about you, a romantic partner, I'm hearing these men bossed you up every single time. And this is why they exes and they old partners are so pissed off because, like, someone's name is Deja, like, people, they pissed off because they were not responsible with the opportunity that they had with this person. I'm hearing especially an ex, okay? They never became a success off of this opportunity, and they see that you were the ones that was handling this very responsible, and that this person played a huge role in you becoming a person of power and status. Like, they felt like this person was a part of your destiny, and helping you and them free themselves from destructive behaviors and prepare for a new life. It's like something where this, like, you know, they offer you a home, or they give you the opportunity of a home, or they provide financial resources for you, and you use that opportunity to, you know, and stay so disciplined, stay so consistent. Like, it's like something where you just, they come in with the opportunity, the resource, you meet the opportunity. I'm hearing the preparation, meet opportunity, and you boss up, and they're like, damn, like, you know, you just gonna boss up off me like that? And you're like, yeah, you want to come with? And they're like, hell yeah, I want to come with, but I got an addiction. I'm like, you can't bring all that over here. Okay, you can't come up in here with all that. Okay, you gotta leave it at the door. Okay, the door of my house. Can't come in here with all that destructive behavior. Okay, this Scorpio, this Cancer, or this Capricorn. Yeah, lover. Yes, right. They feel like you and this person, you guys come together for business and personal exchanges, and they boss you up. I'm hearing that they actually, like, you pour so much magnificence out of a relationship. People are realizing that your lovers boss you up. They help you with your career. They help you get to where you're going. They're part of your destiny. They help you get success, and you handle it so responsibly. And these other people, these exes in the past, they're like, oh, you never made me a success. But it's like, it's not the fact that they never made you a success. It's just that you were just impulsive. You were just lacking self-control, lacking discipline. You're just like a loser, Deja. Just like a loser. Not getting bossed up. He never bought an ice like me. Pow too. Right? And even if they did, they don't even know what to do with the opportunities. I'm hearing they miss the opportunities. They never fulfill. They never are strategic. They're never, you know what I always say, they're never astute about a situation. They never assess the situation and figure out how they can, turn it into their advantage. I'm getting that you come in with these lovers and you turn it into your advantage. Okay? And you get bossed up. You get more success from every lover that you have. Okay? That's what people are realizing about you, pal, too. Interesting. Okay? Let's see, pal 2. What are people realizing about you? Okay? What are people realizing about you? Love and hurt. Okay, I'm hearing love hurts. I'm hearing situations do end up hurting a lot, especially when they break down. They're no longer your home. They're no longer where you pour your magnificence. But I'm hearing every lover makes you better. You get a bigger lover, you get a bigger bag, you get even more success every single time, right? I'm hearing that this situation, I'm hearing it hurt, okay? It does hurt. Because you know that they played a huge part in you becoming a success, right? Or just like them, I'm not going to say they're responsible for your success, because some of them, they quite literally don't even know. Some of you keep this concealed, right? You're not even sharing them. You handle it really, really responsibly, because sometimes you don't know if this situation will end in love or it will end in hurt, right? The lovers is all about a choice. You guys come together momentarily, or you come together to unite in partnership for personal or business exchange, and then sometimes they will choose to hurt you, or they can't face their own demons, so they choose someone else over you, or they choose to stay at the south end, right? So this is all like something, especially where you pour magnificence from a place, like you pour magnificence out of this partnership, out of this home, but you're responsible because you don't know what they'll choose. You know that this is a magnificent, destined relationship. You know that it was like stars collided, that you guys were miracles for each other. But that doesn't mean that they'll always make the right decision, right? So some people are realizing that some of your lovers who played a huge part in being your success and assisted you in your career and helped you get to where you were going, some of them didn't choose to come along, okay? Some of them, they stayed at the south node, okay? They chose someone else that was karmic. They chose hurt, okay, over love, okay? They chose to repress instead of cherish, okay? Especially when some of them realize that you are, a business, or they realize that you are, some of them, they act out of shadow aspects. When they realize that you have status, or you may keep, as a responsible person who has boundaries and standards, right, through as a relationship evolves and grows, and you just discern, that, some of your challenges, communication breakdown, share more of your personality and what you have going on with your life, you can almost always predict that these people will act out of shadow aspects. You can almost always predict that these people are going to choose to hurt you, okay? It's just like, it's like always, like, especially some of them, they choose to go back to their ex because they see you as a stranger, or they don't trust in your cataclysmic love at first sight or something like that, okay? So it's like this relationship is always like a power couple as well, is what I'm hearing. Okay, yeah, choose love. What did I say? It's like they don't choose love, okay? And they end up hurting you, but you end up just saying, hey, thank you for the momentary uniting. Thank you for the opportunity. And I'm going to go search for a new opportunity, okay? What are people realizing about you? They're realizing that you've been hurt a lot, okay? Because these people were driven by like shadow instincts and shadow impulses and destructive behaviors, power struggles. You know, they had an impulse to go back to their ex, or, you know, something like that, okay? They reversed in the healing, okay? Some of them were never expecting to find true love, okay? What are people realizing about you, pal, too? It'd be wild because they, like, I'm hearing the exes be sitting and watching you, and they be like, that's the 10 out of 10. So I know that, you know, I know that's a big, very big difference between pal 2 and me. And so they just become destructive, okay? They just become destructive and trying to destroy your home because they know that you're like the real lover, okay? And then you're the one that becomes a person of power and status, so they just end up sitting up. It's like it doesn't matter if they choose someone else, right? Because you end up bossing up and having a better life than them anyway, right? It's like they just sit back and watch you living your best life after they assisted in helping you get to where you were going, okay? I'm hearing that people are realizing that you bossed up after every single one, okay? My bag only get bigger. Affirm. My bag only gets bigger. After every rejection. Thank you for, what's that book called? Thank you for rejecting me. You just gave me even bigger karmic inheritance. Thank you for choosing the karmic. Thank you for showing me where I need to free myself. Thank you for helping me with my career. Because I'm always put my career first. My career ain't gonna wake up and say, oh, I have a destructive impulse to go back to my ex, right? After having a home and family with you through the 4th house, right? After I'm hearing that these people literally destroy their home for karmics, or some type of other karmic challenge that could involve a destructive behavior, right? These people destroyed their home. Some of these people went to prison, and they're just destructive. They're used to scarcity. They're used to suffering, right? And I don't like all that good stuff. Why you don't like good stuff? Why are you afraid of your own success? A lot of these lovers are afraid of their own success. They're afraid of having a successful home. They're afraid of having a successful family. They're triggered by all that. These people literally destroy their home because they just cannot accept success. But some of you guys are finally, I'm hearing that you also are learning to accept your success. Don't fear your success. You looking at the growth, getting all nervous and shit. Don't be getting all nervous around growth. Don't. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. You should have a good life, okay? You should have a career. You should be a person of power and status. You deserve this. Affirm. I deserve this. I deserve a home and a family. I deserve someone I can trust. I deserve success, okay? Affirm, affirm, affirm. Pal 2. What are people realizing about you? Oh my God. H again came out in Pal 1. LOL. First Amendment. There will be nothing abridging my freedom, okay? People are realizing through the First Amendment that you have freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of press, and freedom of petition. Some of you guys have started a petition, or you started a lobbying against someone, okay? We have the 9th house. These people are definitely looking at your higher education. They're looking at your meaning in life. They're looking at, they're discovering things about you. I'm hearing discovering things about yourself, and that you were not this person who was ruthlessly ambitious. You did not overexpand yourself. Like, something about you are very ambitious, but you are not the overexpansion. You are not the greed. You are not this superficial relating in society. You are not this shape-shifting cloud chaser or projecting just an image that serves you. You are someone who has multi-generational views. You're very big on your generational home and family. And a lot of you guys have expanded yourself through travel and interaction and forming genuine connection, and have actually been realizing true meaning. Some of them, especially if this is an ex, they realize that this lover, you guys expanded, you know, they expanded you because you guys actually realized true meaning, and that's your divine masculine. that actually was somebody who, you know, supported your growth, somebody who was your strength, someone who you had a lot of harmony with. Okay, this person was reliable, your transportation. This person supported you and being responsible. They were responsible with you. You were responsible with them, right? This person took charge in your life. This person helped you. I'm hearing something where they helped you go to a office, a social security office, or they helped you with, you know, getting some type of social services. They helped you with your work. Okay, this relationship was humble and had a spiritual purpose. This relationship was very emotional and uplifting. This person helped you, you know, get driven and disciplined. They helped renew your purpose. I'm hearing that this lover, you know, was understanding of you. I'm hearing that you guys really had experienced a lot of true meaning with one another. Okay, experienced a lot of harmony with one another. Was very protective of one another. Okay, and this person, I mean, they feel like this divine masculine through the ninth house and helped you expand it, help you expand your views, expand your vision, right? There was, like I said, there was a renewal around your purpose, or a renewal around your big vision, renewal around your career, right? Helped you become bigger, help expand your philosophies, your ideology, okay? Helped you discover something within yourself. This person, I'm getting that they feel like this divine masculine, they're realizing that this person expanded your freedoms, okay? Helped you expand your views and vision around religion, around speech, around press and petition. These people, these were like values, especially with the cosmic flower. This person that you formed a home with, there was so much harmony in this relationship because this person actually helped, they were your family, okay? This person was your family, and they helped you, you know, all of these, I'm getting the ancestral and generational, I'm hearing your multi-generational views, okay? Multi-generational, especially someone who was an elder, okay? Them being in old age or something like that. Something where these people, they helped you understand, like help you understand and refine your family values even more, okay? You guys had a lot of publishing with one another. I'm hearing publishing of information, preserving information, family records, and like a scribe or something like that. Like they see that you preserve some type of family record, okay? This person was like support and strength, helping you expand through the 10th house, okay? They're realizing that, okay? They're pissed off about this, okay? They're very pissed off. Sheesh. They know that this person is really invested in you, okay? Pile 2. Now, what are people realizing about you, okay? That this masculine was your home and family, okay? And it helped you get to where you were going because that's what family does. I'm hearing it that this home was like, it was like a community between the two of you. It could have been multiple people. Yeah, that this person was your emperor. Oh my God, that's so freaking cute, right? And then they just had this ex-partner or somebody who was like getting overwhelmed by your magnificent home. They feel like, you know, there's this ex here who's just like, you know, so pissed off that they were your emperor, that they were the one, they were the ones that were like loyal and dedicated and authoritative, and they were the ones that like made, like, you were the one that made them smile. You were the one that brought them hope in life. You were the one that had the higher education. You were the one where they were realizing true understanding and meaning. It's like you guys were having a lot of deep intimacy with one another. You guys experienced a lot of home and family through the 4th house. You guys have put down a lot of roots, a lot of, you know, feelings of heritage and family. And this person is just like greedy and ruthless and trying to destroy your home. And you guys are just interacting and relating and traveling together and doing things together. And this person just was like, hated that you were the one that had your ventures expanded around. They feel like you were the one that they really supported. You were their favorite, okay? You were the one that was truly, but ultimately, like, they feel like you were the ones that they made rich. You were the ones that they were like prosperous with. But I also feel like these people were just so irresponsible through the 10th house. They were just so irresponsible with their opportunity with this person. They were just so greedy and destructive, and they never like was a good fit in the first place as well. Like I feel like these people, someone named is Brittany or something like that. This person was ruthless, and they tried to overexpand themselves in a market to try to get like their financial gain and control over the situation, but they were never the ones that was experiencing home and family with this masculine. And they never had their venture really expand. They really don't have success. I'm hearing something where this person really doesn't have success. They really don't. Something about an establishment that you have. This person doesn't. They feel like you were the one that got business advice. You were the one where they truly supported your career, okay? And they feel like their careers didn't get supported, okay? That they were just like a destructive impulse that needed coddling. I'm hearing something where this person went to go coddle these other people because they were so pissed off that they were not like your person's favorite. I'm hearing something where you were their favorite, okay? So you were the one, I'm getting that you were the one that had the big destiny with this person as well. But I'm hearing that you were the ones that was actually experiencing the success with this person. These other people were not experiencing successful home and family with this person. They were not actually realizing true meaning. They were not actually understanding of one another. They were actually not, expanding their vision and values around home and family, okay, around liberation, right? They never experienced growth and harmony with one another, okay? So what are people realizing about you? Okay, 7 of Pentacles reverse and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, this person, I'm hearing that this feminine that came in between you and a relationship, this person was just a poor investment that they made, and they were just like, I just hate the fact that my investment didn't pan out. Some of these people, especially if this is an ex-partner, some of them, this was a destructive pain and shame, because this was like a lot of financial investment, a lot of time invested in this person, and they actually don't like each other. This is actually, with the Ace of Swords reverse, this is actually someone who abridges their freedom. This is actually someone that inhibits their freedom, especially if they have finances tied up. I'm hearing that there's a major grievance with an ex-partner, and this person, I'm hearing there's something where this person, there's a major grievance with an ex-partner where there's a big investment on the line, okay, and this person just feels like it was like a total wasted investment, and that you were the person that they actually had magnificence with, okay? I'm also getting at first there was a lot of confusion around your religion, but I'm getting that they're starting to understand, getting like, that your higher education around religion, and they're starting to understand your views around your religion a lot more, okay? Tell me more about this poor investment, yeah, with this unhappy family that they had. I'm hearing something where, or hearing something where they invested in somebody, or they let someone come in between your relationship because this person was just like forcing themselves, or this person needed coddling a lot. I'm hearing someone, this ex-partner, they were like a third wheel, and they just needed a lot of like emotional support from your person, because they just realized that their investment didn't work out, and that it was not a magnificent relationship. It was not harmonious. It was not, you guys didn't understand concepts with one another. They didn't, this person was just trying to be greedy, right? I'm hearing something where they were just trying to be greedy and take your person's money away from you. And they hated the fact that you were this person's like family, okay? But they feel like, coming into like, I'm also getting that if this is a long-term partner that they had, this is just like a really unhappy life that they had with this person, okay? So your person is still finding the strength to like, in coping with their like failed investment. They're experiencing a lot of confusion around this investment that they made that failed, okay? This is not the person that, where the investment really worked out, okay? I know some of you guys may be getting pissed because you feel like some of them were giving you, they might have been the person getting more support from you, from them, okay? They're the person that is getting coddled by them, or this is the person that they're like traveling with or something like that, or this is the person that they're like spending their time with. And I know that a lot of this is putting a bitter taste in your mouth, because this is not like, that this person is not like home and family. But I feel like a lot of this was just a destructive impulse with this person. Like I said, some of this was like this was like a pain and shame, okay? But and also getting that this person needed to, they don't have higher education like you, or they're coming from a different social class than you. So this person has been struggling with some of those low level consciousness, okay? And so they have been in a lot of confusion and lacking clarity around a lot of these poor investments. I'm getting that this might be multiple women or multiple feminines that like their ex-partners and stuff like that, where they're still trying to understand how these people have been a threat to their freedom, how these people have been greedy, how these people have not actually shared the same views and understanding with them, okay? So your divine masculine is realizing a lot, but I'm also getting that these feminines are also realizing that they're the ones that actually did not get success from this. They're the ones that have nothing established, okay? Some of these people, they thought that they were getting support, but they just got that support to overexpand themselves, or got this support to be greedy, or they were irresponsible with the support, and they did not like establish themselves with the support, okay? Or that they're actually not free. That's what I'm seeing, pal. To let me know how that resonates. Don't forget to shop Sapphire and Cosmic Intelligence to keep our lights on, to keep our tarot readings going. Check her out. This is a Libra birthstone, I believe, or September birthstone, and Sapphire is a beautiful energizing stone. I believe it's energizing, or it's like clarity. For clarity, it smells really good. This is Oriental fragrance. So go ahead and shop her at Cosmic Intelligence and support and give back to our community. But until next time, leave me a comment. Let me know how this resonates, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Type out 3. Welcome to your selection. You chose Moon Beach, which is a Cosmic Intelligence perfume. One of our best sellers. This is a rare discontinued perfume, but we got a few of her. Okay, so go ahead and shop her at Cosmic Intelligence. She smells so freaking good. Oh my god, like this perfume smells so good. Okay, check her out and support our community. Okay, but I also have your significator that I pulled, dedication to transcending physical limitations, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, and the strength of your spirit. Okay, so I feel like, you know, what people are realizing about you, you guys, people feel like some of you guys have gone on a weight loss journey. So this is I'm hearing someone's name is Lauren here, or Elizabeth. Someone here, they feel like you were handicapped, or you had some type of disability, or you may have been extremely obese. Like have you guys seen like those weight loss transformations that be like 3 years ago and then me now, and they like totally bodied the weight loss transformation? Some of you guys, you are getting a skin removal surgery, or you're getting some type of gastric bypass, or that you have had some type of journey to enhancing your physical vessel, becoming strong within that vessel. And that this was representing your dedication. People are like, you're very dedicated to overcoming handicaps. Like something, even if this isn't like a fitness routine, people are seeing that you are like, you had some type of limitation before, and you transcended the limitation. You developed your personal willpower, and you got control over your spirit. Some of you guys, maybe you were like, for example, like maybe you were lactose intolerant, but you love ice cream, and you're like, look, I know that I have to have authority over my spirit. I cannot let this addiction to ice cream, or this addiction to a dairy or something like that be toxic to my health and growth and happiness. People are realizing that you have quite literally got control of some type of addiction. You have had so much personal willpower. You are so strong and free. Okay, so that's what people are realizing about you. Power 1. Okay, people are realizing that this may involve romantic love, and that people are realizing that you have the crown. They're realizing that you are the person. I'm hearing some people who were in a competition with you. I'm hearing a Taurus. Something where you got control of your life. You got control over an addictive pattern. You got to control something where you went on a body transformation. And I'm hearing as soon as you did that, like this put an end to the open relationship, this put an end to out exploring the options, this put an end, like something where you, with this strength of your spirit and personal willpower, and this overcoming a handicap. It wasn't just about a body image. Some of you guys, it wasn't about how your body looked. It was about you being able, right? They may have said, oh, they're not capable, they're not empowered, they're not, you know, something where you rose to meet your divine masculine, you rose to meet this person, you rose to their level, you fought for your guys' future, and that's what gave you the crown. Okay. Something where this person met you when you were a child. This may be a large age difference relationship, and they were just like, I'm not about to deal with this child, or something like that. Or they just was like, you're a handicapped child, or something like that. It was like, this is a disabled child, and they were like, you know, something where you were like, I don't know, something like where they were like, my child is actually capable. Like, look at my child. Like, even if this is a romantic person, I'm hearing that this person actually saw you as like a child, or they saw you as very youthful. Like, they saw you, like, they really treat you like you were a child, and that's what's crazy. Like, I'm pal 3, we're not children. Like, the thing is, like, I think that you're pissed off because you just like, you want to go date somebody who you think is more mature than me, like something. You're like, I'm mature, like. You're not like this handicapped person that's not able to do anything. I think that was the issue. It's like something where they were like, oh, you were a failure in life. You're like this disabled person. You can't do anything. And you're like, I'm strong. I'm capable. Okay. And you showed everybody how able you really are. And body, mind, and spirit. You are so beautiful. Look at you. Power 3. Let them know. Don't ever count you out. Whoever counted you out can't count. That dedication showed out. You were determined to become strong. You're like, I can do this. You're not handicapped. You're not disabled. You're not, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no limitations around here. You became boundless. Okay? That's what people are realizing, that there's no limit to how much you can win. You know that? Y'all. Y'all, I don't know. It was like when I was a child, we used to go to the laundromat all the time. Y'all, when I was a child, this is probably why this discernment card is coming out, because this came out a lot about, you know, when I was going through a 4th house cycle in December, this card was coming out a lot. So this is probably why I'm coming up with this story from my childhood family. So there was like this little machine where it was like, you know, those machines that have the claw, and you get to go, you put the coins in, and you get to try to pick up one of the stuffed animals, or try to pick up a prize. And that machine used to always be going off. It was like, there's no limit to how much you can win. Like, I swear, y'all, they used to crack me up. I used to say, I don't know if y'all ever heard that machine. Like, is that machine everywhere? Because that machine used to take me out, because I just feel like it came to mind, because with this athlete, it was like something where they thought it was some limitations on you, and they thought that you weren't able. They thought you were disabled. They thought you was handicapped. They thought that you couldn't do, you couldn't do it, right? And you're like, I can do it. There's no limit to how much I can win. Okay, don't put a limit on their success. Okay, there's no stopping. There's no ceiling. The sky is the limit. The limit does not exist. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take, you know, these cards always be one to come out. Look at this. This is just like typical Felicia Nutrice tarot cards. 12th house, Pluto, and 6th house. But we're gonna shuffle them back in, because we already know. Oh well. Okay, I'm getting some discernment. Okay, so discernment, the frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Okay, you guys, so I feel like there's a situation where you may have been struggling with some type of disability that impaired your, like maybe autism, or like you guys have been socially inept or something like that. I'm hearing very highly introverted, or there's like some type of social ineptitude. Like there was like some type of ineptitude, and they feel like you guys may have struggled with some type of disability, or struggle with some type of limitation around discernment. Okay, and you guys have actually gotten the information that you've needed to discern. Okay, this person has been testing you. I'm hearing something where this person has been testing your gift. They've been testing your loyalty. This person has been testing you a lot. I'm hearing that this person, especially if this is a romantic love, I know you'd be like, why are you testing me? This person is testing your gifts. Okay, They're trying to make sure that they invest properly or something like that, okay? And this person, I'm hearing something where they've been testing your wisdom, or they've been testing your like ability to be detached or something like that. They're trying to make sure you're mature, okay? They're saying you're immature, you act immature, like something about that, like you were childish about something, or there was an accident with you and this person. I'm getting a fight or something like that, where, you know, because of a large age difference or a struggle with some type of unconventional aspect or something like that. But I'm also getting that some of you guys, quite literally, this was like this could have been a learning disability or some type of other disability, like ADHD, auditory disorder. There's a lot of different disorders that I can go into, but I'll speak more about that over at Divas Can Manifest org. But some of you guys were quite literally struggling with some type of handicap or disability that blocked your discernment, or it was, or there was like some type of scarcity or something. There was a deficiency or a lack, and you overcame. I'm hearing you transcended that lack. You transcended that, and they wanted to make sure. I'm hearing something where that you were tested, okay? Or people tested you. People did not know that you were so able. They were shocked by how able you really are, okay? You're like, you see how I bossed up? You see how able I am? Okay, especially I'm hearing something with a sport or a fitness routine. They didn't think that you would be able to do it like that. Yeah, I'm hearing, but you ended up with the South Node. I'm hearing you ended up being the natural gift. Honey, you end up being the truth. You end up being the best. You end up being the star. These other people, they thought that they were the athlete. They thought that they were the ones that had the strength of spirit. They thought that they were the ones that had the personal willpower. They thought that they would be top-ish. But I'm hearing they're very Division 3 sports. Very, very lackluster. Very rudimentary. Very, you know, very mediocre. Very boring. Very dry. Still not coming together. I'm hearing something where they thought that you were the one, you know, at a disadvantage, or they thought that you were handicapped, and then you showed them like something where you're better than them at this sport, you're better than them at this skill. I'm hearing that you were the one. I'm hearing that they thought that there was a handicap or disability or a deficiency or a lack around something, but you actually end up being the one that had the natural gift at it, okay? So Sagittarius energy. Some of you guys, this was like a numbers disability. Maybe you struggled in math, or you struggled with a particular subject at school, maybe special education. Some of you guys, maybe this was dyslexia or some type of learning disability. But I'm getting that people really saw you overcome something, okay? They see you that a lot of like, but just in general, I feel like, you know, they seen you grow discernment. This was something that you were lacking before. This was like literally something that was not available to you, but they seen you get out into the world, travel, make diverse groups of friends, get more experiences, especially because some of them saw you as really naive. But it was just like you were not this like frivolous person. You're not like this extroverted person perhaps, but a lot of you guys opened your mind and made friends and started to connect and tried to, you know, show people. I'm hearing something where you approached this with a lot of sincerity and kept your mind open and examined how you think and how other people think, and they seen you leave the home, or, you know, you start to go travel and stuff like that to go, and I'm hearing that this is what gave you discernment, like something where you had karmic challenges because you did not have discernment, okay? Karmic challenges around family, friends, people close, trying to be close to you, trying to get all up in your business so they can cause trouble or something like that. So, power, yeah, I'm hearing, yeah, they seen you, they thought that you were not capable of solving a problem, and you solved the problem, okay? And they were just, you shocked everyone with this solution, okay? You shocked everybody with this solution, okay? So, I love that for you, Power 3. So, let's see. Let's get it. What are people realizing about you, Power 3? Now they're seeing you happier. They're seeing you going out more. They're seeing you, now that your problems are solved and stuff, like you're solving problems. You still got burdens, but you're in a much better place than where you used to be, okay? Much better place. And you know, now that I'm doing something where they see you taking breaks, and they see you stepping outside of your comfort zone, and you know, going to see the world, or I'm hearing something where you're going to, you know, they saw you as very book smart, very studious, or very sheltered, but this actually was something that was like not having social engagement actually like made you handicapped in a lot of other ways. Like you may have been very book smart and very technical skills, but and had a lot of technical skills, but this actually like made you inept socially, or blocked your discernment in other aspects of your life. Okay, but you know, now they're seeing you getting down and forcing yourself to step outside your comfort zone, because you've had natural gifts around things, but you've had some fundamental, you know, missing pieces that have been preventing you. I mean, that these were just like karmic challenges to hone your natural gifts. Okay, all of this, you know, is helping you see the bigger picture. All of these sacrifices, all of these losses, all of this grief coming up, all of these burdens. Okay, 12th house. I'm also getting that people are seeing you, they're realizing that, like, you know, after all this travel and stuff like that, that you've actually become more spiritual, or you've become an artist. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm also getting that, especially with the 12th house coming up, you see it wanted to come out again, that you guys have had struggles with hidden enemies or invisible enemies, because you haven't had discernment around people. You've been lacking boundaries around people. People feel like you're a very intelligent person. You've been very intelligent, or it's not that you don't have a very perceptive mind. It's just that you have been blocked by, like, you know, you needed to get you know, you needed to learn how boundaries get broken. Okay, you needed to learn discernment around how boundaries get broken, how people put up illusions. You needed to learn about the fake shit, because you're so sincere and real. It wasn't even a part of your consciousness to see these superficial, materialistic clout chasers. It wasn't even in your consciousness to, like, you're not even at this level of consciousness. It wasn't even a part of your consciousness. So you've had to like make a lot of rational behavior, do a lot of adulting, and you know, over time you've grown this discernment around this. Okay, especially as you achieve your personal fulfillment and you examine more about how people think, you're learning that people are not like you. Okay, and this has helped you solve a problem. Some of you guys, you found an invisible enemy, and someone was testing your gift, especially if you guys are very spiritual, psychics, intuitive. Some of you guys, people have been testing your gift to see if you've had that discernment around someone. I'm hearing something where you solved a mystery around someone who was reckless and naive, and they thought that you would not be able to discern this. I'm hearing something where they're afraid that you know it all. I'm hearing something that they, like, people who try to keep things concealed, or they try to keep their strategies concealed, they try to keep their hidden tendency concealed. And through the 12th house, you, from experience and with wisdom and compassion and balance, now you're able to discern things. I'm also getting that with this experience, you've learned, especially if you guys have, I'm hearing something where you have a big butt, you know that people are going to be having a problem with you off the strength. Okay, or you've just like learned patterns of, like, something where you have learned patterns of behavior around people, around these karmic challenges, around people's hidden tendencies, and people who want to cause trouble in your life. Okay, you know, and I'm getting that people are realizing that you harnessed your spirituality for your personal betterment. Okay, very beautiful. Okay, they see that you just stay curious and outgoing, and you just learn your lessons in a patient way. Okay, Pal 3, what are people realizing about you? 11th house, yeah, places where people want to karmic challenges through the 11th house. I'm hearing people who pose as friends, but they're actually hidden enemies. They actually try to stop you from and block you from actualizing into your true self. I'm getting a lot of friendships or people in a group. I'm hearing people grouping up against you, bullying. People are realizing that you've been bullied by a group of people, by an organization or a club of people where you were networking and you guys had shared activities or something like that. But you're realizing that just because you guys have the same interests and shared activities doesn't mean that you have the same heart. Okay, your heart is not your art, baby. Black magic. Okay. And then we have Jupiter. Just take Jupiter. People are realizing how blessed you are. They feel like you are very endowed and you're very blessed. This is why people always want to cause trouble. People are realizing your how you explore your ideas around your religion. You're actually deepening a lot of religious people, or you're deepening values within your religion. Okay, people are seeing you as very ethical and moral. Like I said, there's people who have been in these organizations, groups, clubs, or friendships who have not had a conscience, who have not had any sense of what's right and wrong. They haven't had any ethics or morals in their business. People are realizing that these people are corrupt, and some of these people are just doing black magic. Like someone else who's a spiritualist. I'm hearing something, Paige or something like that, or Brittany. These people are shapeshifters, or these people are they pretend to be religious. These people are super unethical and immoral. They are black magic is what I'm hearing. They're doing a lot of black magic to block your discernment, so that you cannot resolve this problem that you've been having. Okay, these people have been burdens, like karmic challenges, because they know that you're very blessed and that there's a lot of money coming in for you. Okay, there's a lot of money coming in for you. Yeah, but they see that you are the one that has the psychic advantage. Where's this going with this person? Give me some more information. This person's trying to block your discernment. Okay, you're gonna have to, like with the South Node, you're gonna have to keep your boundaries with people. Do not keep your boundaries. Remember the trouble that these people cause. Remember, you know, these friendships. Remember these groups. Remember these organizations. How they try to stop you from actualizing. Okay, these were lessons, but they needed to be learned, right? From naive, childish, grief-stricken child to mature adult and a graceful woman. Okay, handle their ass like they supposed to be. Okay, how I supposed to do. Do it how I supposed to be. Okay. You learned from a lot of your experience. Yeah, they just see you that this was like mastery. Like some of you guys, you're just literally mastering yourself. Okay. What are people realizing about you? People are realizing some type of new mastery. Okay. As you solve more of this problem, it represents more milestones, more achievement, more mastery. Okay. Mastering your spiritual gifts, mastering your natural gifts through the South Node. I'm getting these karmic challenges, especially with the psychic advantage. Some people have been, they have literally been testing your psychic advantage. Okay, your ex or some kind of person who is they're a businessman, or this person is strategizing around you. Okay, this person, they're strategic, or they're trying to see how you strategize around this. Okay, I'm getting that this is someone, a romantic, like I said before, I think this was involving a romantic partner at the beginning. This person is trying to strategize around a missed opportunity. They feel like they missed their opportunity with you, and that you were just you left this house, or you left them, and you mastered yourself. I'm also getting that if anybody missed their opportunity with you, you've gotten what you needed to kind of move on with your life. I'm getting something where you've gotten what you needed, and now you want to continue to travel. I'm hearing that these people, they were like, you know, especially if they saw you as like their handicapped child or something like that, you're like, I'm leaving this house and I'm going to go travel so that I can develop my willpower and be a strength. Okay. But for others, I'm getting that there's someone here who's doing black magic to block your discernment and to stop you from solving a problem, so that you don't have all the information that you need to make something from this intangible place tangible. They're trying to block your discernment so that you can't have a success in this. Okay. Because they know that a lot of this is good fortune. Okay, but you are the economic power, you are the psychic advantage, and I don't really see how I really see how, you know, with the Four of Swords. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles. I'm getting that because there's still this unresolved issue with this person. I get a lot of you guys, you come into a lot of, like, maybe this involves a romantic person. You know, you feel invested in these people, but I ultimately feel like these people are just people who help you. They help you get more economic power. But this person, they may have you in a love triangle. Okay, a lot of these people have you in a love triangle, and they missed their opportunity because of a love triangle. Okay, you're no longer interested, or you know, this person is now in opposition, or they're like a competitor now. This person is not like I'm hearing that this love triangle was a waste. I'm hearing that this person that they had been exploring, or this person that they had you in a love triangle with, was complete waste, and they're trying to strategize around this waste. I'm hearing something that they did was over the top. I'm hearing then this King of Pentacles, they were very over the top, and you feel like, you know, you're not into it. So like, it's kind of like you are starting to like reconsider a lot of relationships. I'm getting that some of you guys, you know, there were missed opportunities in the past, but I feel like they were missed opportunities for a reason, because you guys are still dealing with this unresolved issue. And so if you're looking to like plant down roots with someone, if you guys have open conflicts, open legal issues, open disagreements, conflicts, okay, something where you feel like you need to employ your psychic advantage, I'm getting especially Capricorns, okay, in the collective, you guys are achieving personal fulfillment. If you are running into lovers and you're like, oh, I'm thinking about plotting down roots and stuff like that, I don't think that this is appropriate. I think that you, through the South Node, remember a karmic challenge that you were dealing with, and you need to, now is not the time to be plotting down roots. Now is not the time to be trying to build a home and family. Some of you guys need to keep traveling so that you can master yourself. You're most definitely in your economic power. People realize that this travel and this explore of your ideas and this spiritual and intellectual growth that you've had was a result of travel, and that you were fearless, and that you were daring and adventurous, and you took a lot of risk on yourself, and now you are achieving success. Okay, these people were a total waste of time, because you have the psychic advantage and you are on guard. I'm hearing that something where now is not the time to be plotting down roots. Now is not the time to be, you need to, something where you need to leave a house, you need to move around and travel. Okay, your passion for life and love, okay, you need to stay inspired, you need to stay motivated, because you're still resolving this issue. Tell me about this Eight of Pentacles, please. I'm getting that these people, they're not planning anything, but they're just trying to use black magic to block your discernment so that you cannot resolve, and so that you can stay scattered or something like that, or stay restless about something. Because these people actually are in trouble. Like, people are realizing that somebody's in trouble for what they did, okay? These people do not want you, I'm getting that with this black magic, these people do not want you to resolve this problem that you're having. So they're using black magic, energy manipulation. These people are super insincere. This page or something like that, this person is extremely insincere. And someone is having, especially if they're had you in a love triangle, this person was totally, they had no discernment whatsoever around this person. I'm hearing someone's name is Lauren, or starts with letter T or H. I'm hearing that these people have actually been extremely wasteful. Okay, they haven't been their true selves. They've been extremely insincere, and something where you're in cycles with these karmic challenges, where you need to discern some type of situation where these people have been unethical or corrupt. Okay, so that is what's going to allow you to pin them for the crime, pin them for some type of unethics that they have in the organization. So you need to keep traveling and exploring your ideas. You need to leave the house. You don't need to be anywhere where it is disorderly, because that blocks your discernment. Okay, clarifying. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. You're actually collaborating with somebody. I'm hearing something where you're actually collaborating with somebody. Who is this? This King of Wands. You may be collaborating with the King of Wands. This person doesn't have discernment. They don't have a conscience. This might be a psychopath or a sociopath, quite literally clinically diagnosed or not diagnosed, okay? But this person has a clinical disorder, and this person has been struggling with their discernment, and do not take it personal, you know, if they have you in a love triangle. But this person is actually a mirror to you, and their behavior where they were not moral, or where they were not ethical, where they were not where they have done something to obstruct liberty, where they have been subversive in a way, where they have been insincere in a way. This person is just a ruthless person, and they're just disorderly and chaotic, and they just have not had any discernment themselves. They don't know what kind of relationship they want, but they are still someone who, this King of Pentacles, who is strategizing. The King of Pentacles is very strategic, probably has wealth, or something to offer you, investing in you in some type of way. There is collaboration. This is the partnership that you have right now. I'm hearing a partnership that is helping you with discernment. And they have been testing your psychic advantage in a situation. You quite literally do have the psychic advantage. I'm hearing this person has nothing on you. And so you have been in this position of reevaluating, and you have to take a lot of rest because this black magic is actually causing fatigue, is what I'm hearing, or causing anxiety. This person isn't planning anything. It's just that their obsession to try to block you from actualizing. I'm hearing something where I'm hearing they already took the L, right? This person is very aggressive, attacking, and defensive, okay? These people, you have the psychic advantage over them, and you have a partner who's helping you with your discernment. And this is where you'll find the inethics, or you'll find the corruption, you'll find the policy that they've been breaking, you'll find the crime to pin them, okay? You'll find what you need to pin them, okay? But you need to get outside of your comfort zone because you're still transforming, okay? There's a lot of scattered energy here. This person, this King of Pentacles, like I said, they are also mirroring this lack of discernment, okay? So in this 11th house, in this network of people, they have been scattered, right? There's a network of people where there has been corruption or inethics. This person has been scattered and fleeing to handle some type of external matter with a third party or with other people where they have caused trouble. I'm hearing that these people are actually in trouble. This is why they're so defensive. And you need to employ your psychic advantage over them. This person is working with you, okay? They're working to help you actualize, but they also scatter, okay? They also flee to handle a trouble, okay? This person is still, I'm getting that through your travel and through your exploration, you guys are still exploring your philosophies and your ideas and forming an ideology. This is helping this person learn what is right for them, okay? Because the only reason why it's like something where it's clear that you're the success, you're the accomplishment and prosperity, but this person is still struggling. You're the one that has the good fortune, but this is the person but they're also have been struggling with the conscious, or struggling with understanding what is right and what's wrong. So you have been needing to employ your psychic advantage over something corrupt, okay? Or some type of professional organization, okay? Where you're still needing to travel and explore your ideas around what actually happened and discern what and pin the corruption down, okay? But right now there's a lot of scatter around this situation. You still have not actualized this potential yet. But it's because you're still mastering yourself, and this person is mirroring that to you, okay? They're definitely, I'm hearing that they are collaborating, not just with you though. They collaborate with other people who just give you the ick. I'm hearing that these third parties that they're collaborating with, it's like something where they went off to explore a network and collaborate with other people because they saw you as handicapped, or they didn't think that you were able in the past. But I'm getting that you've shown this person time after time that you are very able, that you're very much so the person who has the advantage, that you're the one that has the gift. And this is what's leading to the transformation, okay? After reevaluation and learning and getting disillusioned by these other people, they're growing very defensive because they're still understanding what kind of waste and trouble that they're in from making these poor investments. That is what people are realizing about you, Power 3. Let me know how that resonates, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Don't forget to shop Moon Beach and Cosmic Intelligence. This is one of our best sellers, and we would definitely appreciate your support to help us keep going. Especially some of y'all need to keep tapped into this spiritual energy and growing your discernment and exploring your ideas so that you can pen a policy. So I think you want us to be here for that, right? Thank you so much. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, Power 4. Welcome to your selection. So you chose Stardust, which is a Cosmic Intelligence perfume. Shop her at our shop. Give back to our community so we can keep making this information accessible, okay? But I also pulled your overall significator, which was the damsel in the shadow aspect. Waiting for a night to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. So some people, I'm getting this, some of you guys, you've dealt with a lot of partners who try to seduce you with the illusion of providing for you. They try to seduce you with the illusion of prosperity. They try to I get it that they try to they'll whisper a lot of sweet nothings, or they'll make a lot of promises towards you. Okay, they'll make a lot of promises that they ultimately don't end up keeping. Okay, and they'll do anything to get this seductive. I'm hearing something where they'll literally say anything, promise anything, so that they can, you know, seduce you. Okay. And that this is actually an illusion. Okay. And they are like, you know, you're like sitting around waiting for them to fulfill their promises, and you realize that some of you guys, you don't realize, you know, that this was that this is all an illusion until you need something, or you need help with something, and you and that they're not there to offer you the support, right? They don't fulfill your support, or they abandon you, they ghost you, right? Okay, people are realizing this about you. Yeah, but you have been healing. Okay, you've been healing, and they know that you have been harmonizing everything accordingly, and you have been restoring your health. I feel like a lot of what put you at risk of this illusion is not having good health. Okay, so I see a lot of you guys taking control of your health and diet. You guys growing your discernment, you guys reading a lot more, and learning that a healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. Okay, it's not one that's going to be overbearing, controlling, and demanding. I'm getting a lot of them as well. They only provide for you if they can control you, but when they realize that they can't control you, they take that support away. Okay. They feel like some of you guys have been left at the shitty end of the stick, or you've been left in a crisis. That you've been left in a crisis because, you know, they only wanted to seduce you. They only wanted to control you. They were just trying to you know, exert their control over you. They were just trying to stop you from traveling, stop you from, just to control the situation. Okay. They didn't actually want you to be happy. They just wanted to, you know, have you there for seduction, right? And when they realized that you were more than that, when they realized that you had a mind of your own, when they realized that you had goals and dreams and aspirations, and, you know, wanted to take care of yourself, they stopped providing. Okay. And you realize that the nurturing, care, and sensitivity that was displayed was the lowest aspects of that, and that it wasn't genuine, and that it was just a conditional agreement, right? It's when they no longer could control you, they abandoned the situation. You realize that the love was not real. It was fake love. It was an illusion. Okay. Some of them, they were still, you know, attached to their ex, or they were still holding out hope for another partner, or holding out hope for someone else, right? People are realizing that this relationship is healing. Okay. There's a relationship with someone is healing because people are realizing that this is actually your divine masculine, where you guys went through a cycle of, and needed to, clear an ex-partner. I'm also getting that some of you guys had an ex-partner as well. And that this was actually a lot of karma from a past relationship or a past life. Okay. It's something when they realize your charisma and ambition, it becomes a problem. You know, I don't think that it's so much it's oh, those people just want to have, you know, sex with you, and then they, you know, when they're done, they leave you, right? You actually have real relationships with these people. But I think that the situation is that they become so overbearing, controlling, and demanding. These people, you learn that these people really just provide because they want to control the situation. But then when they see your self-assuredness, when they see that you have a light of your own, that you're charming, that you're sociable and ambitious, it's some of them, they hate to see you having conversations with other people. It's they hate to see you having like they didn't want you talking to someone else, something where you guys went out to a casino or something like that, or you guys went out to dinner or something like that, and you were very sociable and just like the life of the party. It's like even though you had them right next to you, like I'm hearing something where you had them right next to you on your arm, and they just got extremely mad and just like, you know, jealous because you were just like getting drawn to, or that people were like wanting to talk to you. Like they don't want you, they were getting jealous, or they're so insecure, they don't want you talking to other people or something like that. You know, they hate to see you confident. It's like they're very passionate about you because of the seduction, but it's like when they realize that you are, you know, you have your own light, it's like something where they realize you have your own light that's outside of what they're providing for you. It's like something where they just want you to be up under them all the time, or they want you to just sit behind them, or they want to be the one. Like some of them, they want to be the star, they want to be the center of attention. Like that sounds real gay. Like something like where I like my man quiet, like something where they want to be talking a lot. Like someone's name is Richard, or Andre or something like that. These people, they want to be talking a lot, they want to be the center of attention, or they just want you to be like on their arm. But when they realize that you are like the center of attention, you're the ones, they just feel like they're the ones on your arm. You know, does that make sense? Okay. I'm getting that these people were very frivolous anyway. Some of them are very superficial. This Leo, someone's name starts with letter G or W. I'm hearing that they, or H. These people, they're very frivolous in their social interactions. And you being, yeah, you started to make them uncomfortable. Like, it's like they were attracted to you, very passionate about you because of like the seduction and stuff like that. And they may have been providing for you, but they grew resentful and uncomfortable. And I'm getting that something where they just saw you staring at them, or you just was like something where they saw you, you just gave them like a stare or something like that, like and they knew that you saw them for who they really were. Okay, something where you started to see them, you started to see the resentment, like you started to see how uncomfortable they were because you were uncomfortable. I mean, something where you were uncomfortable. Some of them, they hated the fact that you were dominant, or that you were the one in control. They saw you as a boss, or they saw you at work. This person grew very arrogant, okay? Some of them, they grew very arrogant when they realized that you had your own light. Like when they realized that you were just not like this damsel that was miserable. Like something where, like these people are sleepless and awake at night because of you, right? You've been healing from where they like left you. I'm hearing them, they were very impulsive and they got mad and did something rash with you. I'm hearing something where because they were so domineering, when they realized that they could not control your light, they grew. I'm hearing they did something rash. Like some of them may have even ghosted you, or stopped talking to you abruptly. And like them seeing you with the light, I'm hearing your light or your charisma, your charisma made them very arrogant, okay? And it's like something, I don't know if they saw this as like, oh, you were, that was a risk of disloyalty. You talking to other people, they were like scared that you would be disloyal. Some of them, you know, that's what made them uncomfortable. They were getting scared that you were being disloyal. But I'm getting a lot of them when, yeah, the Scorpio was very scared that you were like keeping secrets and that you were going to be disloyal. But I'm hearing that they were the ones that were kind of disloyal. They were the ones that were still tethered to an ex-partner or something like that. I'm also getting that some of them, like a Leo, some of them, you know, a male, I'm getting that this is a male that's realizing about you. I'm hearing that they want to be like a male star or something like that. Like something where this person's name is, this person runs a self-care company, or this person runs like a, they run like a, they make bath products for men or something like that. They want to be known as an entrepreneur, or they want to be known as like an eligible bachelor or something like that. These people, they're very proud of themselves or something like that. They're very proud of themselves, but seeing your light and seeing that you are also proud of yourself, it actually like magnified this person's ego. Like they're very self-centered. They wanted to just have you there, like I don't know, something where they just wanted to have you there, like stroking their ego for like their mediocre accomplishments. This person is super superficial. Like they want someone to just sit there and be like, oh yeah, you're great, you're so great, yeah, look at you go, babe, you're so great, right? And then they're just like, your life and your accomplishments and like your activities didn't matter to them. Like something where you may have even like something where you may have visited this person after you took up a hobby or activity or something like that, and this person, they may have thought that you were lying about something. They thought that they may have thought that you were lying about your activities or where you were at, but you were like, I'm really just like studying or doing my fun thing, right? I'm doing my hobby or something like that. It's like something where you showed up and this person didn't even ask you how it went. They never asked you how it went. They never cared about, like, you know, they're very self-centered and arrogant. Like, it's like they wanted to be the star. Like they were always talking about their life, or they never really asked. It's like sometimes they never really, like, these are red flags. Like they never really asked you about yourself, or they're never like they never are interested. Like they never like think, I guess, like, I don't know, something where they may see you as a damsel in distress, but they never think that you could be a star as well. They never think that you can have your own accomplishments and success as well. So when this person saw your accomplishments and success, and actually that you were like a star as well, or like that they were not, they felt like something when you showed them that you're actually the star and that they were not a star. Like some of them, they were very proud of themselves about something, or they're very egoic about their mediocre accomplishments, and then you showed them how big you really are. It magnified this person's ego. I'm hearing that they got so pissed off when they saw that you were a star, or that you had charisma, like, because they thought that they were just like the center of attention. I'm hearing that this person is kind of like this, someone's name is Gary or Greg or something like that. These people, I'm hearing that they are like, some of them are stars, some of them are some of them are like, you know, talented. They do have nice accomplishments and stuff like that, but the fact that they just like want somebody that they can control. They just want to pop and puppeteer. They just like, they grew resentful when they realized that you were a star too, right? LOL. I'm hearing you magnified this person's ego because some of you guys are a bigger star. LOL. We have fresh start. Yeah, someone's name starts with the letter. This is a Virgo, or this person's name starts with letter J. They go by J or something like that. I'm hearing that this situation turned on this negative side when they saw that you were like this beauty and the brains and had accomplishments and had a star. Some of them, they saw you as flashy. They saw your belongings, that they were just like really nice, and like they knew that you were a star from your belongings, okay? They knew that, like, something where they saw your individuality, okay? Yeah, this was like disharmony. Yeah, it became, you know, it was disharmonious because this person, they were so self-centered and superficial. I'm hearing that they kept talking about their childhood memories, and that they never like allowed space. Like, that's, beware of these kind of people where you can't share a story without them like turning the story on their side. Like, oh, you're like, oh, I used to eat cupcakes when I was like, I remember in class, you know, when I was in you know, the 3rd grade, my mom brought cupcakes for my birthday party, right? Oh yeah, I remember my mom bought cupcakes for my party in the 3rd grade, the 4th grade, the 5th grade, the 6th grade, and the 7th grade. And I, to this day, still like cupcakes. Like, and they turn it about like everything about them. Like, and you're just like something where they saw you zoning out, or you stopped like paying attention to them. Like, you started seeing them like you actually you were not entertained by this person. Like, they might be a star. They might have like, you know, they might be like something where this person took like, you saw them taking selfies or something like that. I'm hearing a male taking selfies or something like that. I'm hearing you saw them watching a man with a podcast. I'm hearing this is a man with a podcast. I'm hearing you realize that you didn't like them because they were like, you thought that they were boring. You're like, I'm not watching a man with a podcast. Like, something where they wanted to be like the center of attention and you were just bored, like you were not entertained. I'm hearing something where you started zoning out, or you stopped paying attention to what they were saying, or you just got, I'm hearing something where you just would get up and leave. Like, something with this person, I'm hearing that they were just like, you know, I'm hearing this situation turned on its negative side very fast because they realized that you were a charming and sociable person. They got pissed off because that meant that you were also this like star, okay? Because everybody wanted to talk to you or something like that. Everybody wanted to talk to you. And they were just like there with their boring story or something like that. I'm hearing something where they kept telling a boring ass story. We had the 8th house here, more Scorpio energy. I'm hearing something where they kept telling boring stories. Or you're just like, you're zoning out. Or something where you fell asleep on the phone with this person or something like that. You fell asleep on them. We have the letter O. Somebody's name is, this is a Cancer, or this person has very broad shoulders. Someone goes by, they have an African name. This person is African or something like that. And then we have rewards and recognition, okay? So this person, yeah, you are like this person who gets a lot of rewards and recognition, and they're just like, this pissed them off, okay, because that means that like their ego. I'm hearing someone who has the same sun sign as you, or someone who is like a Leo, okay. It's like they were so pissed off that you were a star, okay. This person got mad. Oh my god, LOL, okay. Yeah, LOL. I'm hearing somebody here is African, or they tried to put on, I'm hearing somebody put on the same dress as you, or somebody, they tried to post a photo of their face natural, and they thought that they were like, you're like, they thought that they were pretty. Something where they think that they have someone, if this isn't a man, something where people are posting up their face and getting disillusioned, okay? The face is not pretty. This African person, I'm hearing another banger. Something where you came with another banger, and this person, you know, they saw your face and they saw your skin complexion. This person is not, I don't know, something where they saw your face and skin complexion. Oh, look what just flipped out. What did I say? They got disillusioned when they posted their face or something like that. Pretty hurts, okay? Yeah, and I'm hearing I'm hearing you disillusioned their ex. Okay, you disillusioned their ex. Okay. What are people realizing about you? Two of Cups and the 6 of Swords. Yeah, this is something that you're walking away from because you're just like, you don't think that they're that great. Okay, I think that you like, they thought that they were really great, or they thought that they were really proud of themselves and stuff like that. You're just like, especially the CEO or somebody like Neil, we don't think that you're great. And I'm hearing that the rest of the community, now that all of their pain and shame is out, this person, I'm hearing that this is actually like not a star. This person is actually a lame. Okay, this Leo, just a lame. I'm also getting that anybody who was trying to compete, right, they were also disillusioned, okay, because they thought they could compete here. And it's crazy, if you don't have a body and a face, it's wild that you would try to compete here, okay. They feel like you're getting all the rewards and recognition for your beauty. If these were lovers, you guys are like, you're like the 2 of Cups. You're like, okay, we're cool, but I'm not interested. Something where you thought that this relationship was like everything that you ever wanted because they were like charismatic. And I'm getting like something where you saw them as ambitious, or they had a lot of rewards or certificates or something like that. And then this relationship turned on this negative side really quick because you're like, you couldn't be yourself because they wanted you to like be like, as like, they wanted to be the star and they wanted to be like the center of attention. You're just like, that's not a balanced relationship, and that's, you know. And then even if you were quiet and stuff like that, or just let them do what they wanted, they noticed that you were the ones that was getting naturally drawn to. You were the one that was like original. You were the one is like the best. You're like the king star. You are the king face. Somebody who thought they had a pretty face, you're like, they showed up in like, you're the big face Buddha, honey. You're not beautiful. Some of these women, they keep posting up their big old mouths or their big jawline. I'm hearing something where they got a big strong jawline, but I'm hearing that they've been trying to rely on like their body to get attention, or they dance a lot. Somebody here dances. Someone has really bad teeth, or they have a really bad mouth and some kind of beady eyes or something like that, or they have a lot of discoloration on their skin, and you showed up with like your natural skin color, or you showed up with like your beauty and like your mouth and stuff like that, and they hated to see you getting, you know, rewards and recognition when you showed up as this beauty, like something where you took a fresh start, and some people see you as this new beauty. After healing yourself, people are realizing that after this relationship ending, I'm getting a lot of this reading. Let's wrap it up. A lot of this reading was around a person who you needed to take a break and heal yourself, heal from a relationship with someone where the things turned on a negative side very fast. You were disillusioned by this person because you thought that they were so great, but it was just like an illusion, especially when you thought that they were everything you ever wanted, that they were charismatic and ambitious and fun and just like, you know, you guys were passionate, and then this person grew arrogant, domineering, and controlling, and boring. Okay, they actually were like, I'm hearing something happened very fast, but it was actually the disillusionment was intense, though, and walking away from this person was a challenge. You know, emotionally withdrawing from this person was a challenge. But you learned that this person just hated seeing you get rewards and recognition. I'm also getting that while you were away healing from a relationship, you got a fresh start. And when you got a fresh start and came back healed, I'm hearing something where you came back healed. This may have happened, this relationship may have been very fast, but I'm getting multiple relationships that you've had to heal from, you know, masculines that you dated that were just like trying to control the situation with their generosity. And that they actually didn't want you to have a nice life, right? And you became disillusioned and needed to heal. And I'm getting that you came back with a fresh start. It may have been fast or it may have been long, but when people see you come with your pretty and getting rewards and recognition, they grow very arrogant. I'm also getting that this is like somebody who is not as beautiful. They have a very strong jaw or have a big mouth. This person, they see that a lot of people provide for you, and they know that it's because of your beauty. But they hate they know that like it ends up not working because you can't really be your individual self. You have to be a conformist like them. You have to be superficial in order to control the situation. And I'm getting that sometimes that runs out. Sometimes you can't be superficial for so long, or they might start getting suspicious, or they might start probing for information, and then the situation runs dry, and you're like, okay, that providing is coming to an end, and you know, I can't use my superficial mask anymore. Like something where you might literally just be using these people and pretending to like care. And then, or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you do care and you just get disillusioned when you realize that they're just not as great as you thought that they were. I'm also getting that these people who see you take a fresh start, you're like this new up and coming, you know, dilettante, right? They know that you have secrets. And I'm also getting that, you know, you disillusioned them with your beauty. They thought, I mean, it's something where they put on the same outfit as you and they just set themselves up to be disillusioned. Like somebody put on your same dress. I mean, a cheetah print dress. Somebody put on your dress and they thought they had another banger, but then they like, it's like they are under like, I don't know, something where they're under a heavy illusion. I'm hearing delusional to try to post up their face. I'm hearing something where they posted up their face and thought that it was like a flex. I'm hearing that was not a flex. Somebody could have had a big mouth or have bad teeth. And they just got disillusioned. Okay? So they're just forced to walk away because you are the one that everybody wants for SEX. You are the one that gets provided for. You are the one that gives the amazing SEX an orgasm. Thank you so much, Pal 4. Let me know how that resonates. Don't forget to shop Stardust Kiss and Cosmic Intelligence and give back to our community. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.